Welcome to Unsigned 518. I guess this is like a special episode.
Yeah, I would say something like
yeah,
that. Yeah,
I have Kiki at the Dazzle Den. That's fucking special.
Ooh, my first time in the den.
Yeah. And we're here to talk about the Canna Cruise, like specifically that's coming up.
The Canna Cruise, yeah.
Very cool event. I'm super stoked for it. But we also have some product from the sponsors.
Some stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to smoke a little weed and talk about the cruise and talk about how fun being high on a boat is.
Yeah.
To be honest, you know?
So I guess let's start with, like, Canna Cruise was your idea?
Yes.
And
I wanted to do it last year. Obviously, didn't do it. Did do it. So then, literally in, like, early March, I was like, we're doing this. I was like, we have to fucking do it. I want to do this. If I don't do this now, I'm never going to do it. And I've been really wanting to get into kind of like the Canna event space. I'm a huge Canna supporter, you know, like been smoking since I was like 17, 16.
Same.
You know what I mean? So like
literally every day.
Yeah,
you know,
truly.
like...
And the only reason it dwindled was because I had children.
Right.
So I can't
really
mine
didn't dwindle
with a 1-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I could, but you know, I'd be like, you don't like these strawberries, bro?
You're like, you want to watch that episode of Bluey again?
No, not even. They like this show called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, or this other one called Sheriff Labrador, which I hated in the beginning because I was like cops, but I decided I really like it now
like
because
Paw Patrol, bunch of fucking.
Oh no, Paw Patrol too, because my son's name is Rocky, and he loves garbage and recycling, and the one character that is the garbage recycling like tinkerer dude, his name is Rocky.
Oh wow.
And he's green. It's my son's favorite color too, so it's like he's very into it. But I was like, we have to do this, and so then we called the Dutch Apple. We were like, are we doing this? Can we get 420? And they're like, we won't be ready in time. 420 is no-go, but we can do that Friday, 424. So I was like, perfect. Let's fucking book it. Let's do this, right? So I've just been like busting, you know, calling whoever I can, seeing whoever wants to be a part of this, you know. We were looking for sponsors. We were looking for vendors, you know, and people to come hang out and just get high on a boat. You know what I mean? So, and we were very lucky to get a couple sponsors pretty quick, you know, which was I was amped about. And honestly, they gave us some products to try out tonight, and I'm looking forward to trying it.
And you have the goodie bag with you.
I got a little goodie bag here.
So while if you want, like I said, I have my tray.
Yes.
With the goofy fucking tray that I got.
Listen, I'm not complaining about a tray like this. You know what I mean? No, it's level.
It's got holders. Good. You can hold your cones when you're done rolling them and shit. But so, you know, Canna Cruise, like, not only is it like, you know, obviously getting high on a boat is how you're describing, which is fun, but like a chance to be with like-minded
100%
people
100%.
Because like I want to, you know, and obviously working through Metroland, we kind of have a platform, but like I want to like change the stigma. Yes. And I feel like that's what you want to do
100%.
too. Like,
and I want to connect brands to their consumers. Right. You know what I mean? So in a like a relaxed kind of elite environment, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And also you're right about the stigma. There's, you know, you can go places and get drunk with your friends. You can, you know, go places, eat food,
and it's
whatever.
Encouraged and advertised.
Exactly. But where can I go to hang out with my friends and smoke weed and have a good time? Yeah. Outside of my home, you know, like, what am I gonna say? On the street corner, right? You know, on my stoop.
And like
is that
someone
where I'm
like me,
every night?
like
yes,
I'm,
front porch.
You know, I'm almost, and I didn't know if you knew that, but like I'm almost 2 years without booze. Like I stopped drinking, like, and I'm like, I'm not going back. Like I'm just like, and it was, you know, not like I'm not an anti, you know, I'm not.
I get it,
but it just. As I got fucking older, it just kind of stopped being
not fun.
for me.
It's
you know,
not fun
I was like
anymore,
waking up
dude.
like this fucking sucks.
Oh my god.
So I was just like, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
And
I feel worse too, being like, I'm just gonna have 1 or 2 beers at night. Right. It's like, or I can be like, I'm gonna take like a couple puffs and go about my business and still be coherent for my kids if they wake up.
Right.
You know
and for me, it like actually like I feel like it helps me motivate and concentrate. Like,
especially depending on the strain, you know,
right.
what kind of vibe you're looking for. And I feel that's also kind of a stigma with some people. They're just like, oh, I just want to eat everything when I get high. Well, what are you smoking, bro? Right. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I just fall asleep. Well, what are you smoking? I get anxiety. What are you smoking?
Yeah.
You
know,
like
people, whenever people talk about like, oh, I can't smoke weed because I get the munchies, I'm like, I don't ever get the quote unquote munchies. Like, I don't ever want to eat more than normal when I smoke, ever.
I think it depends for me. You know what I mean? 100%. Like for instance, I was smoking this strain called ice cream cake. It's kind of indica dominant. Right. And I was like, fuck, man, like, I could eat an ice cream cake right now.
But like, I mean, I'm like that anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need the weed to like. I don't need weed to. I live right down the road from King Dairy. I don't know if you know King Dairy.
Yes,
like,
actually, I was driving by it. I don't know them.
They're
but I was
1 mile away, and they have the best fucking ice cream I've ever had in my life.
I believe
like, it. And they use all
right
like,
there.
Yeah, and they use like local shit. Like, there's a blueberry farm right next door, and they make ice cream from the blueberry. Like,
bro, I'm gonna make you bring me some.
I will.
Like, I'm not driving the fuck back out.
Yeah, no, I will. I'll bring you some because they do like hand packs and whatever, and they do like that. 40 different flavors.
That's so great.
And they're fucking awesome. But in the summer, it's a week. It's very hard to like not eat.
Dude,
just
bro,
like a shitload of ice cream.
I feel that. Let me dive into this too, so I can roll something.
Yeah. What are we gonna start with? So first of all, I guess who are the sponsors?
So main sponsors are, it's being presented by Empire Standard, and they're kind of an umbrella. And what we really want to talk about with them is their brand Untitled, their brand Jetpack, and then their brand Littles.
Okay.
Which it's a variety of stuff. Some pre-rolls, some flour, some, carts and stuff like that. But a lot of their shit is really, really tasty. And our other main sponsor is New York Farm Co. And what they gave us, what they want people to really kind of connect with is their brands. It is Mini Mart and Grocery, which I think are so cute. And what's interesting is Grocery, you can only buy it by the ounce, which I'm not mad about. You know what I mean? I'm not buying anything less. That if I'm buying flour, I'm buying an ounce minimum. To be honest,
yeah.
If I'm buying,
I like to split it up. Like I would prefer like
an eighth.
Yeah.
Well, then buy 4 ounces.
That's true.
I mean? Buy 4 ounces. Or if I'm feeling like that, I'm gonna get pre-rolls. You know what I mean? And but Mini Mart, they do have eighths, and actually they hooked us up. They hooked us up with a hybrid eighth of their Mini Mart. What is this? Papaya smoothie.
Nice.
That shit looks cute.
The little bag.
Yeah, the little bag. The little Mini Mart.
Nice.
And they gave us actually some other cool shit from some of their other partner brands, which we're not really gonna, some CBG. Ooh. Lighter Baby from Boutique. That's one of their other brands.
All right.
We'll use that shit today. Yeah. And just like some other cute little things. And this is a little sample of their Grocery cannabis, which I think is what we'll sample today.
Sure.
What do you think?
This looks pretty good to me.
Perfect. There's a couple other goodies in here, but we're just going to focus on how Grocery makes us feel today.
Yeah.
So let's...
And I'm even, staying up late. I mean, it's got to be, closing in on 11 o'clock at night?
It's late. Yeah. It's late.
This is great. It's like that's why I said it's a special episode. I fucking planned for this all day. I was saying to my wife, I'm like, yeah, around 3 o'clock or so, I'm probably gonna take a little nap because I have to stay up late and smoke weed with Kiki. So
get high with my friends. All right.
Hey, she's supportive of that. She's
perfect.
Like, yeah, take a nap so you can get high with your friends super late.
Listen, because you don't have kids, right?
No, we do not. Yeah.
That's why she's like, sure.
Yeah, she's like, I'm taking the dog and going to bed.
Yeah. Is there a keef catcher in this?
There is not.
Just so I know what I'm working with.
Yeah. Now, so which one is this?
This is it doesn't say, but it's the Grocery brand. It's a hybrid, which I'm cool with. I don't mind a high.
What is this? What are these?
That is like this is CBG, I believe.
What's CBG?
CBG is let me break out my little
See, I'm learning shit.
CBG is cannabigerol. It's like a non-psychoactive minor cannabinoid. And basically it's been known to have like probably like more favorable effects than like CBD. And it's for like if you have like upset stomach or just kind of, body soothing properties, mind soothing, stuff like that without the
high.
Without the high.
Right.
Really, which is nice for a lot of people, who don't
Not for me personally.
I know. My dude. My dude. If I'm here to get lit, I'm here to get lit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Let me do this. Sorry. Grinding up the weed.
Yeah, now. So I guess we'll go back to like Canna Cruz stuff, like as far as like while we're rolling the joint. So are they allowed to vend like at the events?
So you can't sell canna on the cruise, but we partnered with Stage 1 dispensary, and we are going to do a thing where you can pre-order, like, because they do deliveries. So you can get a delivery order, and they're going to be delivering, I believe, between like 5 and 5:45.
So like before the cruise, you can have weed brought to you.
Exactly, which is elite, if you ask me. I think that's so nice.
And I mean, I loved how that, like when dispensaries are first opening up, how that was a rule, like, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's like, oh, but you can deliver it. And we'd be like, well, all right, yeah, deliver it to me right over there.
Oh, totally. And the thing is, too, what's even funnier is like, like Holchel passed the, I can't even say her last name. She passed the thing where you can have like event stuff. But it's just not like you can't get your event license for like private event sale type thing yet. They're still working on the legislation.
Right. But that's probably that's got to be where it's moving towards.
Yeah,
where you can have events, where you can have sales, like
totally.
I mean, if you can do that with fucking booze again, why not? Like,
dude, exactly. And I wanted to do this legit. You know what I mean? So like, I talked to OCM. I was like, what are the rules? What's the legalities? And even like Dutch Apple was just like, you can smoke anywhere outside. You can't smoke inside, but you can smoke outside. You got like a nail or something? Or a little picker? You can tell you use this.
Yeah, I use
it a
lot.
Sticky as fuck. Yeah. But like, so that is, it's pretty much BYOB. Bring your own bud.
Right.
Or hit up Stage 1.
And you can get it, and you can get it delivered. Like, you could do it right through their website or their app or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You can just...
And Stage 1 carries, they carry all of our sponsors as well. Yeah. So you can get...
all the stuff we're talking about.
All the stuff we're talking about, you can get through Stage 1, which, they're great over there. There's a lot of incredible dispensaries in this area. We were just talking about the bakery. Yep. I just checked out State of Mind's new location in Albany, which is great. There's Dark Horse. There's Brownies. There's like... Dude,
Brownies opened a second location.
Oh, did they? Right up here?
About a mile and a half from where we're sitting right now.
Shit, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's like right around the corner.
That's
it's so fucking nice. Like,
but like the industry is just like incredible right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, and what you can get now, and like, don't get me wrong. A lot of times I still go to my legacy guy. You know what I mean? Because like, where were you dispensaries when I needed you at 22? You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm just busting balls.
Sure.
But,
yeah. I mean, I went to, to my quote unquote, my guy for until very recently, like when it just kind of he got priced out. You know, like I was
right.
Like there's so many options around,
Yeah.
and
That's the tough thing too, is that there is, you know, that's the hard part about, you can get anything at a dispensary right now.
yeah, and
you know,
growing your own, you know, like
yes.
growing your own too.
And I'm very lucky where my legacy person, you can get pretty much what you can get. Like they were already doing dispensary shit before dispensaries were opening. You know, they had like the chips, the sodas,
the carts,
the you know, the resin, the this, the that, you know. So it was like, it was never like truly an issue, you know, to get like what I wanted to get.
Right. And I feel like it, you know, because it was always like dispensary stuff, like legit dispensary stuff, like with the packaging and everything, but it was from another state.
Yes.
You know, so it was like, it almost feels like maybe that state or that dispensary was getting screwed over in their state, and they're like, I can side hustle it a little bit if I ship it out to my buddy, you know.
Yes.
So,
and it's just like, you know, like it took them long enough. This industry is like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's very profitable, very lucrative for, you know, people, especially if you got in early. Stage 1, number 2 in this area that opened up, 11th in the state, you know, out of, shit, I don't know how many there are now.
I think there's something like 400
And
now.
That's wild to think about. And in our area alone, there's like 70 or something. We just put the Canna Guide out.
In this fucking town, in Schuylerville, like this small-ass town, there's 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's crazy.
And and they're 2 miles away from each other, and they're both within, you know, we're out in Schuylerville.
That's wild to think about.
But
right?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I'd love to be able to just be like, you know, like Friday night, like hanging out, and to just be like, I'm going to go grab a joint.
Right.
And
Real
just be
quick.
like, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to run down, grab something fucking dope, and come back.
Because, you know, like, I remember, like, buying, you know, before I started getting from this person that I had been getting from. And it was just like, all right, I'm free tomorrow between whatever.
Or sometimes it might even be like, I don't have anything.
I'm out. Yeah.
You know, I don't have anything until next week or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm thinking about it. I'm 52 years old. So like I was buying weed literally in the 80s when it would be like you'd have to plan for you know, a fucking week ahead. If we were having like a party, you know, you'd have to be like, all right, I'm going to talk to my guy because there's a party in 10 days that we might need some weed for.
And also like you didn't have the options.
No
right
options.
Now. It was literally, it was like swag. It was, or just basically like dirt, you know, like it was mids.
I remember like sifting through the seed, you know, like busting out the bud and just like being like, oh, there's more seed than what. And there was never any like, obviously no quality control, and there was certainly no like, I'm good. You know, I'll pass on this. Yeah. You know, because it was like, that's all you fucking got. That's the only choice, you know.
That was all you had. Like, truly, that was all you had.
Yeah, so I love the just going in, you know, like I was at the bakery today and like looking on the shelves and just like I just got this like, look at how many different options there is. Like it's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, and it's like it's just crazy. Yeah. You know, and it's just like, especially starting to put together this cruise and looking for sponsors and just like seeing all the brands and talking to all these people, and you know, you start seeing like how many of them are just like insanely huge, and how many of them are like just starting out like micro brands or something like that.
And how there's room for everybody. Like how a micro brand can stand out and, you know, fit in, and you know, because it's a lot about the quality.
Mm-hmm. You got an ashtray?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, perfect. Ooh.
Fancy.
No, truly. Do I think sometimes the dispensary market is about to be oversaturated? Sometimes. I think it's...
But I feel like that could be a good thing, because...
I think the people that have been here for the past 3 years are going to be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think... sometimes the people that are just kind of getting their lives together and that have been waiting to get their permits. Because that's another thing that we really wanted to make sure with this cruise. It was a legal brand, a legal dispensary, not just, because we wanted to make sure it was legit. I want to make sure these events are legit,
Because as soon as one isn't, then everything goes fucking sideways,
Legit, because then it's like OCM is involved or, stuff like that. And I want to. Oh, this tastes pretty good.
And this is what you said, one of the grocery.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, see, you roll great joints.
Thank you, dude.
I roll fucking terrible joints.
Dude, because I was a blunt girl for so long. Blunt girl for like mad long, bro. And then I stopped smoking like how I normally smoke. And now I'm a joint girl. I smoke like half a joint at night. Call it a day. Call it a night, And, go from there. Oh, God, I love smoking weed.
Me too.
I remember people like, you're addicted. I'm like, no. I just fucking like it. Like, I like it. I don't need it. I proven right now, I don't need to smoke all day. I don't need to smoke every day.
Right.
But God, do I want to. God, do I like it.
See, I do.
Yeah.
I smoke every day.
Like,
all day, every day. And like, for me, it's really like I want to like get rid of the stigma, like I said, of like the stoner that just smokes weed and does nothing. You know what I mean? Like he just watches cartoons and
Bro, I'm productive as fuck.
Me too. Like absolutely. The
ADHD kicks in, and that's a lot of times why I smoke. And I noticed that since I stopped smoking, it's been way more intense, just like can't get my life together. But really just trying to, and as with ADHD, the hyper focus right now is this Can of Cruise. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I was like, I have to do it. Got to get it done. It's going to be sick. I went on one a couple years ago, but it was kind of like, it was real fun. I think it was put on by Caesar Entertainment and the Laundromat. And some other folks, I think maybe Birdhouse, I don't remember, but it was fun. It was so fun. E-Block was there. Capital City Crooks were performing, nice. So, and it was a good time. It was so fun being just on a boat.
And for this one, and there's entertainment, right?
There is DJ Harlan.
Okay.
Is who's going to be, he spins only vinyl. So I was like, I need somebody that can really set the mood, for a 2-hour cruise. And actually, also I didn't say like anything like pricing for the cruise.
Oh yeah, we probably hit on that. Yeah.
I know, and honestly, it's pretty cheap, $30 or 4 for $100. Okay. Which get 3 of your buddies together, pay $25, go on a cruise for 2 hours, bring some weed, BYOB. BYO bud.
And and just like, any event like this, it's not like you're gonna have your own weed and stand off in the corner by yourself.
No, everybody's gonna be like, yo,
people
you want to
be
smoke?
sharing it, passing it around.
At least that's what I hope. And this is kind of like what we were talking about, like building community around cannabis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I miss smoking weed with people. Like sometimes I smoke with my wife, but she's been pregnant or, feeding a baby or, you know what I mean? Like, she can't really. And I want to, or like I'll smoke with my neighbor or like whatever, but it's not, I almost put that in the fucking weed, but it's not like how I used to.
Right.
And I get it. Life changes. But that's why I want to kind of put these events on, And actually, we just talked to Shane from Ophelia's, and we're going to kind of end the night there. They got a little DJ night going on there. And he told me anybody from the cruise, you don't have to pay to get in. And they're going to have the kitchen open late. So I feel like you spent 2 hours getting a little high. You're going to want a little niblet.
Sure.
Right? A little, a little bite, a little snackette. A little something.
And so where does it take off from? Because, like, I know
Broadway, that port right where right where the like USS Slater area. I'm good on this after.
Right. And you said it's a 2-hour.
It's a 2-hour cruise from 6 to 8. We leave 6 sharp. Get back 8ish. And
I'm sure they're probably pretty fucking used to running the schedule.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're like, here's the...
They're not going to be smoking weed.
No, they're not. They're not at all. I want to put like a camera on the front, do a little time lapse, like a little GoPro. I wonder how that'll do. But like 6 to 8, which I think is like definitely like a primo little spot. You can meet some new people, talk to like, some of the brands that are going to be there, and just like learn about their product, learn about cannabis a little bit, and just, make a new friend.
Right.
How often do you make new friends as an adult?
It's
a little
hard.
Harder.
It's so fucking hard.
It's
like it's
harder.
hard, and I'm actually like kind of at that point, and like, and especially, not to go back to like the not drinking, but like since I stopped drinking, like I'm not only not making new friends, like I'm not hanging out with a lot of fucking people that I used to hang out with because like,
dude,
like I'm fucking boring, and like
you're not boring. You're just choosing. It's just here's the thing. Here's the thing with alcohol. It's hard to be... I think it's easier to be around stoned people when you're not high than it is to be around drunk people when you're sober as fuck.
And it's almost harder...
drunk people.
Correct. And it's almost harder for me because, like, now that weed is legal, and I mean, I never fucking cared. I would smoke weed wherever. I didn't care. But, like, if I'm, like, out... at a bar and like I'm outside and like I get high and then come in, like the getting high almost makes me withdraw or withdraw more.
Right.
Because
what are you smoking?
Right. That's true.
Back to that. What are you smoking?
But like, I don't know. Like when I would drink, I would just get so animated and want to talk and want to like be like loud and joke.
Different effects,
and when
dude. Different
smoke,
effects. Alcohol makes you a little bit louder. Weed can make you a little bit more subdued.
Yeah. And it's not like I'm like having a bad time.
No.
But I'm just a little more, maybe withdrawn isn't the right word, but like introspective. You know what I mean? I'm less.
You're not laughing at a.
I'm thinking about what I say before I say it.
You want to talk about something.
Right. Yeah. Like, whereas when I'm drunk, when I would be drunk, I would just say things.
Yeah. I do know.
Yeah.
Believe you me,
just say
I do
things,
know.
and then I might be like, "Oh shit, I really probably shouldn't have said that." Whereas when I'm high, I'm more apt to be like, I'd think something, and then be like, "Should I say it?" Nah, probably.
Right.
I'll give it that to myself.
My God, I wish one day I would develop a filter like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Getting older it makes it easier
to not give a fuck.
Yeah, to not give a fuck like in a bad way,
right?
Like in a good way. Like I don't
right.
I can't even tell you how much my caring about what other people think has but it's held me back historically.
Right.
To have not done things because I'm worried about what somebody else might fucking think. And now that I'm older, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care what anybody else thinks.
Right.
So I'm gonna do that thing that some people are gonna think is super silly and ridiculous, and it might be, but I want to do it. So go fuck yourself.
It's just like growing older. It's just like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But what I do give a fuck about is this can of cruise.
Yeah, let's go back to the can. Of cruise. And
this is a good high. I like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask my dude what strain this was. If he was awake right now, I would.
Right, text him.
Not. Yeah, but I'm gonna be like, dude, what was in that little grocery? It's a pretty good vibe.
It is nice, and I love that it was like a sample because samples are like not the dealer stuff, but like it's not the consumer isn't getting like the little samples. Yeah.
Right. No.
Feel a little privileged,
And literally, he was just like, I can't believe we haven't smoked before, like, together. Because I was like, fuck, dude. But, like, here's also the thing with cannabis that is such a stigma. You can't just be like, yo, you smoke?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want to grab a drink? It's harder to be like, yo, you want to smoke sometime? You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's that you're always nervous. And it's still sometimes like...
Yeah, and even just, like, it's been legal for so long. And, like, I told you that, like, I had a cop come to my house today.
Yeah.
And it was, like, because some jackass had hit a utility pole. And he was just, like, kind of shooting in the dark that, like, I might have caught it on my Ring cam. Which I didn't. But, like, when I'm, like, standing at the stove making dinner... And, like, there was literally a joint burning in the ashtray right next to me. And I hear my doorbell, and I look over and see a fucking cop.
But, like, aren't you still kind of nervous?
I was fucking
isn't that funny?
And the reality of it is I'm just a homeowner, and I have I don't do anything illegal at all.
Yeah, you're like, frankly, I haven't left my house in about 5 days. Okay, and I left to go get this joint.
And I was, like, like, talking to him. Like, I was, in my head, I'm like... Man, this guy just got to think that I'm, like, doing something right, and I'm just I'm too high to be talking to a fucking cop at my house, just, like, out of nowhere. Oh, and again, my wife, like, immediately after was there just a cop at our house?
Was there a police officer at our residence?
Like, had nothing to do with me, babe. It was some jackass.
Was that a Blues Brother? On my property?
It was wild. Like, again, the stigma of it. And I'm just like, I'm a 50-something-year-old fucking homeowner, and I'm still nervous to see this.
Yeah. Because this is still so recent and still so new that you don't, like, you're not there yet.
When we were at...
So wait, real quick, when did you start smoking?
1989.
Okay, 89. How old were you then?
16.
So 16, right? And you said you're how old?
52.
And let's say weed's been legal 3 years? 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
So you said 52.
Oh, you're doing math?
So 48 minus 16 is what? 32. So 32 years of being nervous, of being high out in public, of being scared.
Yeah.
That's PTSD, bro. Yeah. That's PTSD,
right.
bro.
Well, it was funny because, like...
It's not like 3 years you smoked and you were like, oh, now just... Right. You know what I mean?
At the, that, like, one day of peace at Lost and Found.
Right.
Like, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I don't care who knows that I smoke, but I was outside, me and James, and I was getting ready to hit a ball, and fucking Aaron walked around the corner, and I literally... like, froze.
That's so funny. Like, you got caught.
Yeah, totally. Like, you got 100 caught. And she saw it all over my face because I, like, like, froze. Yeah. And I'm like, it was like my mom catching me or something. And I'm like, I'm fucking older than Erin. Like,
so, like, fuck you, bitch.
I'm like 5 years older than her. And it literally felt like, like... I got caught, and she was just like, just keep it away from me. I'm like, oh, yeah, of course. Like,
no, yeah. LOL.
Again, it's that fucking stigma.
Like, it is such a stigma. And, that's what I really want to push, is less stigma, more events, more, I had even thought about, like, I don't know if this is even happening locally, like a smokers club, where it's like you pay this amount of money each month, and then we curate something from each dispensary.
That would be fucking cool. And
right?
Like,
so it's
everybody
like,
could like even present their, almost like a songwriter circle where you like present your fucking joint or your strain and you pass around and you talk about it and
you know what I mean? Where it's like, or even it's like, but to just get a community going. Not just like getting high under the bridge. Right. Not like, like you said, just kind of just like going, chilling, you pay a certain amount, you get a curated whatever, and it could even be something where it's like, you say, we could have like 2 versions, one for less anxious people and one for anxious, you know what I mean? Like, so, nothing crazy.
And, is there like, because I've heard of some dispensaries, and I don't know if it actually happened, but like a smoking room, like that's a place where you can, because I
don't know.
I thought like the place in Troy, 400 River. I know they had. Because Allison has been on the program a couple times. And I know they were talking about it. I don't know if it ever happened, or like if like rules change. Like lot. Yeah, dude, you want to talk about how fucking cool they are? we did a 420 show at No Fun.
Nice. Wait, was I there? No. What did I do? Anyway.
I don't know. It was a couple years ago because 400 River was opening that month.
Right.
And so I invited them, to come to the show or whatever. And, they obviously couldn't sell anything, but they could promote the business and give out samples. They threw out, and I'm like, no joke, 100+ joints.
Love
like
that.
They gave them to fucking everybody, and at one
You know
point,
what that is?
we were standing outside, and there was probably 40 or 50 people, and probably 30 joints going around. Like, it was like,
but that's what I'm saying. And obviously, shit like COVID made people really nervous. But it's like, say you do the smokers club, and you like this month, there's like always a pre-roll in it. There's always pre-rolls in it. Yeah. And it's the same thing. So you're all smoking the same thing if you want.
Or get one of those little glass things to put the doobie into or whatever. But if you're a germaphobe. But but I love that idea of like everybody smoking the same thing and kind of getting like a
and just kind of talking about it, and just like I don't know. That's just I haven't done that in a very long time, But something that would have to be summertime. Unless somebody actually, because you could do it in a place where it has patio. But I'm like, does the patio have to be not enclosed? But what are the rules? There's so many rules.
There has to be, or I feel like there is a space for like a smoker's lounge.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking cigars have them. Like cigar shops have indoor. And
like
it's like if you're coming here, you're gonna have we're smoking inside. Just know that type of thing. Yeah, and they have the smoke eaters and whatever.
Man,
that'd be so cool. But I love the idea of like a club.
Right? It's kind of like how people like a book club.
Yeah.
But with weed, or it could even be like not that serious where you all just you link up with the dispensary and they give you 20% off this specific brand or this specific strain, and so you can go to any dispensary. It doesn't because you can't ship it, and you buy it, get all the buy it at your local dispensary, and you each get 10% off, and that's what you smoke that month, and you link up,
I love it. So I think we should kind of wrap it up a little bit. Sounds but good. We should definitely go over all the details of the Canna Cruise one more time, and I will in the show notes. And when is it? It's the 24th.
April 24th.
So I mean, I'll put this episode together and kind of release it without worrying about when, so that there's plenty of time. And I'll put there's like an Eventbrite link for the tickets. I'm assuming?
Yes, there's an event. So actually, I'm in the middle of getting the link situated on the website. Okay. So there's an Eventbrite. We got a Facebook event about to pop up, so people know. Invite your friends.
Cool.
But I think it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a vibe. Also, like, prepare for weather. You never know what it's like that time of year on a boat.
That's true.
Bring a sweatshirt.
That's the fun.
But $30 a ticket. 4 for $100. Sponsored. A couple different brands are gonna be there hanging at.
And they're coming, like, they're going to have representatives coming, and so they'll be able to talk about the product.
Talking about the product, And hopefully, you'll see a friend there. You'll make a friend there.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Perfect. I'll be there. And our Instagram is @theCannaCruise, spelled TheCannaCruise. None of this, like... CRUZ. Yeah, you know what I mean? But we're really excited. It is, Little's Untitled Jetpack. It is Mini Mart. It is grocery. It is Metroland. It is Ophelia's for the afters, and just... It'll be a good time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hell yeah. All right, so cool. Well, click on the link in the show notes and get your tickets for the Canna Cruise, April 24th. So, Kiki, I want to thank you so much for doing this. And after we're done...
Wait. It is stage 1. Can't forget those guys.
Yeah. Did you not see stage 1?
I don't think I did.
Maybe you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the,
Would you hate me if we did that again?
No. We can do.
Just because I don't want to, like, they're one of, like, the main sponsors.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good time. It is, with a lot of cool people. It is with Littles, with Untitled, with Jetpack, with Mini Mart, with Grocery, with Metroland Now. And can't forget Stage 1, because it's BYOB. Put your orders in for that night. They're going to bring them right there to you.
And they'll bring right to like the parking lot so that you can grab and go.
If that's where you want your delivery,
That's awesome.
That's where the delivery is going to be.
I fucking love it.
So at the Canna Cruise, there'll be info on the metrolandnow.com and link in the show notes.
I will definitely link in the show notes.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Andy.
All right, so she is Kiki Vassilakis. I am Andy Scullin. This is Unsigned518. I'll see you on the road. Unsigned518 is produced and hosted by me, Andy Scullin. New episodes are available every week wherever you stream podcasts. If you would like to help support the show, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening. Or you could buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. If you would like to advertise on the show, send me an email at unsigned518@gmail.com. And to be a guest on the show, reach out to me through Instagram at unsigned518. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next week.